Welcome to this video. Today we're going to be doing a technical analysis of the company Spotify technology. Now, if you did find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, firstly, let's take a look at the graph here. And as you can see, there is a death cross right here, which happened on the 25th of February, so about a week ago. Now, a death cross, for those who don't know, that is when the 50-day moving average moves below the 200-day moving average. That would be, for my graph, would be the green moving below the yellow. Now, when it does that, that means that the downwards momentum is larger than the typical momentum of the last 200 days. This is the average, as you can see, of the 200 days, and then suddenly the momentum dips below that. Now this is a signal that people are selling off, and we can see that that also happens down here in the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, which shows that how many people are selling and buying. So when it's below 30 here, it's being oversold. If it's above 7 here, it's being overbought. Now we can see that it trades in the bottom channel below 50 and 30 here for a while, and it has done so for quite some time after about here, the 19th of February. It has, no, actually before that, way before that. We are talking the 13th of February. It has been trading primarily down here. We did have some breakthroughs back up through almost up to the 70 point, but primarily down here, which is a signal that people are selling the stock at the moment. Now that wouldn't make sense because we had, as you can see here, we had a red E, which is an earnings report where they earned 11.44% less money than anticipated. Now, but then again, if you look at the graph, you can see recently, since middle of 2024, it has blown up. It was at 300 and now it was trading at almost at it was trading at 650. Now, a reason I personally like this stock is how many of you listen to music on Spotify? I bet you all do. So they are a market leader. We have others like Tidal, YouTube Music, iTunes Music, Apple Music, whatever it's called, but no one uses that. So they are in a category of themselves. So they make a lot of money and nobody is going to beat them. Nobody's going to beat them. So this is also why you can see the graph is just, it keeps going up. This is a very, very steady winner because we have, of course, streaming services in movies and series like Netflix and Amazon. They are competing, and no one of those is just the best by far because some people prefer Netflix, some Disney Plus, some Prime, whatever. But in music, there is no competition whatsoever with Spotify here. I can't think of anybody who doesn't use Spotify. So that is a reason I liked it, and as you can see, it is also a very, very stable stock. Typically, I know it's just dipping down, but what some of you might think, oh no, it's falling down, but that can actually be a great signal because as you can see, it rose from 450 to 650 in quite a short span of time. This was about 2 months. Now, a reason it's good that it's, as you can see here, this we have the sell-off here, it's flattening out, is because that means chances are it's gonna slow down a bit. We also saw it down here. As you can see, it peaked right here, and then we had a bit of a sell-off. Let me draw my lines. Peaked up here, bit of a sell-off, and then it went stable for quite some time again. And what happened after that? It increased. And you see the exact same thing happened here. It peaked, it fell down a bit, then a bit sideways, up, down. Then here it again fell down and traded upwards. So it's a bit of a pattern in this stock, and it usually is in companies like this where they basically have monopoly on it. So very, very interesting. Now, if you take a look at their earnings, they did have very solid earnings earlier in 2024 with 55% surprise and 26.6% surprise in their earnings. And as you can see, they actually guide higher and higher every time. So even though they earned less here, it's quite amazing that they still estimate higher because this means that they actually believe in their business behind it. Now, as you can see here, the revenue, they didn't make that much money. Actually, they lost money in Q4 of 2023, but ever since then they have been making nice money. As you can see, they have a lot of revenue, but not that much income, and that is just because when you are in a tech field like this, your margins starting off is gonna be dog shit, and then they move better and better as you get a bigger and bigger customer base. Now, as you can see, the graphs here, 23 and 24, they are just amazing. They just keep on booming. That's because people know it's a solid stock to have in your portfolio. Just have it in the bottom of your portfolio, maybe 5 to 8%. It's gonna increase and increase and increase, and you don't have to worry about it. Now, the technical analysis is a neutral, That's because we recently had the death cross here, and the RSI isn't that pretty. But the analyst rating is a buy. As you can see, their price target within 1 year is averages at 666. Now, if you look at the forecast here, we have a 21 saying strong buy, 5 buy, 12 hold, and 2 sell. But as you can see, it's overwhelmingly hold and buy. Overwhelmingly. But as you can see, we actually had this quite interesting earnings here. As you can see, they actually really quickly made a lot more money. So yeah, also if you look at it annually, they lost money, lost money, lost money, lost money, lost money, lost money. So 2024 was actually the first year they actually made real money. And now that they're in the plus, chances of it's going booming is much higher, as you can also see here in the forecast. So very, very interesting. As you can see here, the volatility curve has also been a lot higher, but now it has fallen a bit down, which means that the general volatility of this stock is quite low. It is picking up a bit. Again, that happens when it booms and busts, so be a bit wary of that. But yeah, very interesting stock. I personally love this. I have quite a large position in Spotify myself, about 8% of my portfolio, and I just had them as a steady winner over a long time. So yeah, very nice stock. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video.